Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Your backcourt is a year older, and they took a lot of heat last year. Braden Smith took a lot of heat, but there was a lot on him. Probably more on him than you wanted to be on Braden Smith. And
Right.
Loyer he was hurt and he wore down a little bit. You bring on one guy, Lance Jones, transferred from Southern Illinois. That's it. That's all you've done in the portal. I think a lot of us thought you bring in another guy who could ease some of the load from Braden Smith having to be more of the primary ball handler. Tell me kind of what's going to be different with those guys next year. Is it just Braden getting a year older?
Yeah. Well, we've taken two guys out of the portal in 3 years. I think us and Stanford have the fewest amount of guys that are taken. I just want to do what's right for the guys that are in our program, and I want to do what's right for the guys coming into our program. And so I'm not just going to go on top of people, even though I understand your point, and you are correct. And Braden had a lot of responsibility last year, but he also had a lot of growth. He had a very good year. I think him and Fletch, I think they're going to be fantastic and have great careers. Lance Jones is really going to help us. We also have a Cam Heide who brings us a lot of athleticism that redshirted. And then we have Miles Colvin, who is coming in, who is very athletic and very talented, and he's coming in. So we needed more quickness. We needed more athleticism. With those three additions, I think sometimes when guys sit out, they get forgotten, but they're not forgotten to us. And I think they'll do a really good job for our program, but we needed that. And we also we need not to turn the basketball over in key games. Anytime we get into key games, especially in the NCAA tournament, where we shoot a high volume of threes, we shoot a low percentage, then we have a high level of turnovers. I don't care who you're playing and what setup. That's a recipe for disaster. We have to do a better job, especially when you have one of the most efficient offensive teams in the country, to play that poorly in those situations when it comes to taking care of the basketball. It's such an important part of the game, because when you're a good rebounding team like we are, even if you're getting some tough shots or bad shots up there, you're still giving yourself a chance to, get the basketball and score.
Matt, let me ask you this, because I think it's fascinating how you view last season. You didn't really come into the year with much expectation in terms of being a Big Ten title contender, at least from the outside, right? You guys go out, you win the Big Ten regular season title, you win the Big Ten tournament, you turn Zach Edey into the National Player of the Year. I don't think there's any way to look at your season as anything other than an overwhelming success. One loss in the NCAA tournament completely tarnishes all of that. So when you look back at last year, how do you look at it?
Well, for us, you gotta be accountable as a coach, and it's when you raise your expectations, you've made it harder, but that's what you want, right? You want to raise your expectations. It's who we've gotten beat by in the NCAA tournament in the Sweet 16 in St. Peter's, getting beat by Fairleigh Dickinson, getting beat by North Texas the year before. And we just have to be better, and I have to be better. But we turn the basketball over. So when you're sitting there looking at that, do you have the ability to take care of the basketball? And throughout the year, we've been able to do that. We just haven't done that at that time. So we have to be better in those areas. But no, it's just building a team, and it's looking at your team. It's like right now we're waiting for Zach, and if he comes back, great. If he doesn't, great. But now you try to orchestrate what you have and play into your strengths. We have guys that have played more of a role, that if he doesn't come back is going to get more of an opportunity. Like a guy like Trey Kaufman-Wren is going to get more of an opportunity no matter what. Really good player. I didn't do a great job last year of getting him ready to defend like a four, and he needed to. And the other guys were a little bit better, but we needed his scoring down the stretch. And, it's hard when you look at things and you're 22-1, like something's wrong, right? Yeah. But we slowly lost our confidence collectively as a team for whatever reason. And then we just needed more punch, and we needed more scoring, and I didn't utilize him correctly. And I got to do a better job there with having a weapon like that. But I think he's really going to have more of a role for us next year. But just organically kind of looking at your pieces and your growth, and then waiting. Like a lot of times people want you to come to your answer. Just wait. Like we're going on a foreign trip. We're going to work out in June, July and practice. We're going to play games. Just see who's going to take the reins. Just see who's going to make steps. not really your new guy. Your new guys, you're more trying to educate them about what's going on and how to play, things like that. But who's going to make some strides in the other areas? But for us, we got some good players. We got to be confident. We got to be sure. And the only person that can do that for yourself is you. You have to put in that kind of time and, get yourself in position to really make a jump and then feel good through adversity, right? I think that's competition. Like, who can really perform and who can really play when things aren't going, their way. And that's what we have to have. We have to kind of get in that build-in adversity through the summer. So now we're gaining that confidence and being able to push through some of those thresholds when things aren't going our way.
So our partner for today's episode is Athletic Greens. I started taking AG1 during the college basketball season, and I loved the impact that it had on my energy levels. I'm a big coffee in the morning guy, but by the time that the afternoon would hit, I needed another boost. AG1 helped me tremendously, especially on those days when I didn't want to get up off the couch and go hit the gym. Their tagline is AG1 is comprehensive health and the power of habit in one. And man, that could not be more true. It's nearly impossible to eat and drink in a healthy manner in the month of February and the month of March when you are in my business. And AG1 was exactly the supplement that I needed to improve my gut health and cover my nutritional basis for the day. I've continued that into April. I've continued that into May, and I'm going to continue that the rest of the summer. All I have to do is mix a scoop of AG1 with some water or maybe add it into a smoothie, and I'm ready to go. Do it after lunch, and you'll be ready to go for the rest of the day. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/field68. That's field68, FIELD, the number 6, the number 8, and you can get yours now. So check it out and help support this show. Thanks.